This is a short video demonstration of ProgrammExpress, a web-based portfolio program and project reporting solution where our aim is to automate the program and project reporting process and replace labor-intensive processes with reporting processes that allow consolidation and aggregation, and replace those with a quick-to-implement and simple and intuitive, cost-effective solution. So we're going to do a quick demo of ProgrammExpress, and we've used the corporate color palettes and identity and logo of Bayer, and we're going to log on to our cloud demo system just using a demo site, logging on as the administrator of ProgrammExpress, but you can be an administrator, a write access user, or a read-only user. So if I log in, it will take us into our home screen where we can open up the structure of the programs and portfolios and projects that sit within them below. Remembering this is purely a demo structure and it's totally flexible as to how you set your structure up and how many levels of sub-programs and projects you require. But from an administrator perspective, it's a one place, the home screen, where they can see all the projects, can see the health of the projects broken down by the modules and using the red, amber, green methodology, and the modules shown here as icons, but better described through the Updates tab as commentary, plan, resources, costs, benefits, impacts, risks, and logs. Now from this screen also, what the administrator can do is they can run reports that have been specifically set up by them within their user ID, My Reports, or they can run reports that have been shared by the central projects team or the program office. But ProgrammExpress is very much about simple data input and powerful program and portfolio reporting output. So from a user perspective, the same screen will look a lot simpler because we can filter and set up specific roles. And just one example of that would be logging on as a project manager, that will see their home screen, and they will only see the projects that they have write access to, and they will only see the modules that they're expected to update. In this case, commentary, plan, costs, and risks. So from a project manager's perspective, if they select a project that they're meant to update, they will click on the square. They'll see the commentary that they previously made, make an update, move on to the next screen, have a look at the plan, have a look and see whether it needs to be amended, date changes, etc., etc. Moving on to the cost screen, have a look at the budget, see whether there needs to be any changes to the forecast, any additional cost items, and any changes or variances to the planned or the budget. And go to the risk register, have a look at the current risks, make any amendments, additions, etc. So from a user perspective, very simple in terms of data input. And once they've made their data updates, they're more than likely going to want to run a report. So this is a report that this user will have set up. We can run project, program, and portfolio reports, but this will be a specific project report on project 1A. And this would drop nicely down into a PowerPoint slide, plan on a page showing the project, the RAG information, the timelines and financials, and the narratives, commentary threads that we've set up specifically for this report. So that's the experience for the user. If we go back in as the administrator, again, we'll see the same home screen. The administrator now has confidence that all the data has been updated by all the project managers. And from this screen, they may want to start to review where the problem areas are within the projects. And this is more easily done by filtering out the greens, filtering out the ambers, having a look at where the problem areas are. And let's use an example of project 1C. There's a red in terms of cost. Let's drill down. We'll see the cost screen and we'll see that the forecast exceeds the planned or the budget, out of tolerance, and the auto rag would set a red status for costs for this specific project. And you can do the same for all projects and all modules. More likely, the administrator now is going to want to run some reports, which we can run at any level, but I'll use an example of portfolio level, and I'll use an example of shared reports. So if we run a rag status summary, this replaces the need for pulling everything together in Excel. It looks like an Excel report, and it will summarize all the projects, showing the detail that we have asked for specifically for this report. So the manager is, a bit of plan information, a bit of red, amber, green information, some commentary threads that we've configured specifically for this report. Or maybe we'll want to run a Gantt chart report again from the portfolio level. The top level says we'll have the plan for everything that sits underneath us, programs and projects, in a Gantt chart view, using the red, amber, green methodology for the taskbars. Red meaning it's missed a date, amber meaning it's forecast to be later than was originally expected. All the same data in a milestone summary report. Again, planning information, higher level, showing the projects, the key milestones, the expected delivery dates, and the health in terms of red, amber, green status again. And maybe one more example, a resource usage summary. So again, an Excel style report, but resources are aligned to the plans. And we can see here, one of the reports would be resources, what projects they're working on, number of days in a period, in this case monthly, could be weekly, what they aggregate up to in that period, where we have potential out of tolerances here and here. So that's just a very short demonstration. There is a lot more functionality within ProgrammExpress. You'll see we've got document management, the reporting, we've got dashboards, other settings, administrator configuration. You'll see that we've used the corporate color palette and logo, and therefore brand identity of Bayer. And having seen that short video, if you have a requirement, like to get in touch, you can see the contact details, phone and email, or the website, and the call to action following this could be potentially to arrange a webinar with the fuller functionality, or a face-to-face meeting, or we'll start to look at planning a pilot implementation. But thank you very much for watching.